I'm very disappointed in his list so far. I'm
She
very
said,
disappointed in his list so far.
I didn't make the list. I didn't make the list.
No,
No,
I
no,
know
no,
it.
no.
I
I
didn't
know
make the
you
list.
didn't.
I didn't make
I know you didn't, but I'm just saying I'm
No,
disappointed
no,
in the list.
no. I'm
Tell
just
people
trolling.
who
I'm
made the
just
list.
trolling. No,
We want to know who
I'm
made
just
this
trolling the
fucking list.
comments. I'm just trolling the comments. Okay. At number 5, though, let's go to number 5. We got the Seahawks wide receivers.
Okay, so we could probably make an argument for that because see that's tough because that receiving core is Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
The receiving cores that went exactly in order they went and just plop them right in the front of that.
Yeah, I feel like with the Seattle Seahawks, I think they're right there, but do I think they're better than AJ Brown and Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill? I don't know about that. That's very debatable.
This is DK. This is DK. This is DK.
Number one.
This is DK second season. He had 90 catches as a career high last year. Tyler Lockett, what do you have? 71% of his targets of him catching it. So I mean, and then they add what's my boy from Ohio? Jackson Smith. They add him to it. I mean, they can make something pop. They still got. Do they still have Noah Fant at tight end? They still have Noah.
They still got Noah Fant at
sure
tight end for the
Noah
Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, they do. They got him in the trade in the Russell Wilson trade.
Yeah, so that could be trouble. That could be trouble. I mean,
that could be trouble. But do you put them over Devontae Smith and AJ Brown?
I don't feel like you can put them over Devontae Smith and AJ Brown just because of how far they went. You get up just personally. I don't because of how far they went. But then it's like if you're going just receivers, if you're going stat to stat, I mean maybe.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough.
I mean, Tyler Lockett has been their main consistent receiver over the years in Seattle. Of course, DK Metcalf is one of those guys that has a specimen that nobody really has at the wide receiver position. You look at his body type.
Bro, you can go back to the draft. I said
when he was at Ole Miss. Yeah.
Listen, I said when he came out, right before he even did the combine, I was like, he's going to be a Calvin Johnson the third. Okay, like Holman is literally the same size. He's going to have the same abilities, and he's going to have the same production in the NFL. Man, you crazy. I heard a lot of people tell, and I was like, man, he's a first-round pick. I would have picked him in the first motherfucker.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that he dropped, but Seattle Seahawks wide receivers, you could definitely make a debate at that number 5 slot with them. You definitely could. That's very debatable. Very debatable.
If I'm starting a franchise, that's the wide receiver I want.
Agreed. I would too.
So at number 4, I have the 49ers backfield.
Okay, with Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey, I can't be mad at that at number 4. I can't be mad at that.
No, that could definitely be number 6. Let's be honest.
That could be that forever. That could be number 5 because Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey, they really complement each other really good in that offense. And you know Christian McCaffrey does not have to take all the load like he used to in Carolina. So I like it.
This is what I'm saying, okay? Like that backfield duo might, you know what I mean, like help a team win some games, but they ain't gonna, you know what I mean, get to the playoffs with just having that. You tell me you put a basic quarterback in that system, and you know what I mean, like they're not. That's why I said it's Brock Purdy's job to lose because he seems to be a step up above. Because if not, Sam Darnold would be starting, and that's a basic ass quarterback. But let's be real here. I mean, compared to the guys that the few slots that's been behind him, I feel like this is definitely another reach.
But
like,
y'all have to go back and watch the games for last year, man. If you look at Elijah Mitchell before they traded for Christian McCaffrey, bro, no matter what running back that you put back there, if you look at the running backs that came through the 49ers under Kyle Shanahan, look at Raheem Mostert. If Raheem Mostert could stay healthy, you see the numbers that he put when he was with the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, they had bad guards and they had a bad right tackle.
but they were able to run the ball effectively, even with the bad guards and bad tackles. They were still able to run the ball effectively. They just wasn't good against the pass.
They had no pass game. Exactly. How are you going to set up how are you going to literally have a really good run game if you don't have at least a little bit of a pass game?
Listen, if you look at the Packers NFC Championship, when they just beat them just running the football, and Jimmy Garoppolo only threw the ball 10 times. I'm just saying.
No, I mean,
it happened.
I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm saying like you're gonna do that the entire season and get all the way there.
No. I'm not saying that you'll do that the entire season, but I'm saying to you is that this is a very underrated running back core that we saw last year that was very effective.
Who's the third guy?
Huh?
Who's the third guy?
I don't know who their third guy is, but I know Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey. Elijah Mitchell was a starting running back until they traded for Christian McCaffrey.
Elijah Mitchell had 1,100 yards in 11 games his rookie season.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was before Christian McCaffrey got there.
Who's the trio? Who's the
and McCaffrey came. So it's supposed to be It's supposed to be Christian McCaffrey. It's signed drafted rookie Jordan Mason. He totaled 171 yards in over 7 games of carry. And so I guess he played from week 13 to week 15. I mean, I guess he had 7 yards per carry, 171 in 3 games. So,
but we do have a question here, real quick. But we do have a question here. He said, question, fellas, who would you start, bench, or cut? The 49ers, Commanders, or Seahawks? I'm starting the 49ers, I'm benching the Seahawks, and I'm cutting the Commanders. Simple as that.
I like the Commanders. I
like them, but I don't think they're better than the Seahawks or the 49ers.
In that selection, that's tough.
Those are literally all 3 of those teams are pretty much the same.
You did not miss the trivia. That's Keith, y'all. That was on Facebook, but he's on YouTube, Springs TV. What's going on, Keith? What's up, brother? What's going on? You didn't miss the trivia yet. You didn't.
What's good, Keith?
But nah, man. I'm going the opposite. I'm going to start Washington. I'm gonna bench 49ers. Yeah. I will go completely opposite. I'm sorry. I like Washington's defense, bro. I've been following them a little bit over OTAs and through this stuff, man. That defense is scary.
It's scary, but it ain't better than the 49ers. You tripping.
I don't know.
It is not better than the 49ers defense. It doesn't matter. One thing I can say about the 49ers defense, bro, no matter who they DC is, they always a top 5 defense. Robert Slayer left. They was the number 1 defense after Robert Slayer left. I bet you they'll be number 1 again without DeMeco Ryans. I bet you that. I will call it right now.
I don't listen again. Like I said, things always change every single year. Things change a little bit.
I just like because 49ers is consistent. I'm sorry. I can't bench a consistent team over an inconsistent team. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Again, I mean, hey, like I said, I like where they're headed. I like how Washington looks this year. I think they're gonna surprise some teams. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs, but I definitely think they're gonna win the games that's winnable. I think if they lose, they're gonna lose by multiple touchdowns or at least multiple possessions. You know what I mean? Any tight game, I got them sitting in there. Like I said, that defense is going to be super hard to score on, and it's going to give the offense multiple times to get on the field. They have running backs. They have an offensive line.
We just talked about that.
Well, they got a tight end, okay, and they got a wide receiver core.
Let's get back to this list though before we have any more questions in the chat.
All right, so
we had number 4, right? For
number
the
3.
Who was number 4?
Yeah, that was number 4 is the 49ers backfield.
Okay, we good.
Yeah. So at number 3, we got the Packers backfield.
I mean,
you got Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon.
They did rank. I mean, according to Bleacher Report, they did rank them as the number 1-1-2 back in the NFL. They did rank them. I mean, you can't. I think you can't argue this. You really can't argue this at number 3 because AJ Dillon, mind you, he's going to be on a contract year. I think he balls out when Aaron Jones is not in. But Aaron Jones is definitely a top 10 back in this league, probably top 5 if you look at statistically. He's definitely reliable. He's definitely going to help out Jordan Love this year. Yeah, I like this at number 3. I'm not surprised about it, but I mean, yeah, I mean, when you're the number 1 running back tandem in the league, according to a lot of sources, I mean, what else can you argue? You can't argue. Who else would you put there? As far as a running back tandem or a wide receiver tandem, who would you put there as of right now?
Aaron Jones had 1,100 yards last season, a career high 59 catches, turned into 395 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns. Dillon had 770 rushing yards with 7 touchdowns. I mean, with 28 passes caught for 200. I mean, hey, that's I can't lie. Get that out of both.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I mean, the numbers don't lie when it comes to these with these 2 running backs. You cannot argue them being number 3. You can't. That's why Mac ain't saying much because it ain't really much. I mean, it's kind of obvious, right?
I could put them at 5.
Let's hear it, Mac. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. I can argue all the move shit around. Like and trust me, the fucking Cowboys in the goddamn pack.
All right, so let's get to number 2, man.
So at number two, this might be agreeable. I feel like at number 2 we got the Eagles offensive line.
Okay, see, I was expecting that at number 3, like that. Okay, but honestly, it could be number 3. I think that's more of a number 3 pick. Yes, they are fucking lights out, but again, all these guys are nice old veterans. These guys,
they got a few mixture with some youngins too. They got a few mixture with some youngins, but I get you saying like Lane Johnson's an old fart. I get it. He's an old fart. I get it, but I mean they got some mixture in with the offensive line. They got some mixture in with some.
I mean, Kelsey's in his 13th season too, ain't he?
Yeah, Kelsey. Like Kelsey is just there, but I think Lane Johnson's been there longer than him, though. If I'm not mistaken.
Nah, Kelsey's been alive.
What about what's my other guy named? Jordan. I don't know his last name. I don't want to mess it up.
I know who you're talking about. It starts with an M. His last name.
Yada. Yeah.
Mulata?
Yeah.
So
I think Mulata's still there, if I'm not mistaken. Mulata's still there.
Yeah, that's their left tackle.
No, he is. Yeah, Mulata.
Yeah, Jordan Mulata. I think that's
they duo. Him and Lane.
Yeah. Right. And I'm not mad at number 2. I'm not mad at number 2 for the offensive line. They kept Jalen Hurts clean majority of the year. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they did the damn thing. Shouldn't me.
Okay. At number 1, Mac, I know you want to hear this. We got the Bengals wide receivers at number 1. What y'all think?
I cannot wait to break this down.
I called this shit. I mean, look, bro.
Is this more of a Cincinnati Bengals fan or a Cowboys fan? It's one or the other.
I mean, but look, hold on.
So and it's crazy because D-Hop, when you say that, when you click on the article, the first thing that come up is a Bengals picture. But we'll just continue. Go ahead, Matt.
Okay, so you got T. Higgins, right? Who are they using as a 3?
It's Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. That's their 3 receivers.
And Jamar, yeah.
Okay, I was making sure they didn't try to throw a rookie up in here. I was making sure they had the big 3 in there.
No.
I mean, you got Chase, Boyd, and Higgins. Them damage. Okay, I can tell you as a Ravens fan, I hate them. Because, dude, if they get a mismatch on your ass, they're gonna burn you up. And it's like more often than not, they get it. You got to cross your fingers and hope you disrupt Burrow, because if there ain't no disruption on Burrow, they're going to get that ball.
I agree with this being number 1, but with this list in itself, I think you're missing out. I think you're missing out a few teams with this. Man. I mean, even with
talk to some real people. Talk to some real fucking people. Okay, and then
here we go.
Don't sit here and have one motherfucker be like, who do I want to pick? No, bro. Come on, man. Do some fucking footwork. Make some phone calls. Talk to some people. Get some other people's opinions before you write some dumbass shit like this.